Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to London session number 2. So second night for the week. Right now you got yours truly, and you got CTG on the call. Welcome to the call. All 184 you guys. All right. All the way from Sweden. What's going on? Patrick all the way from Sweden. Shout out to Rowan. His account is up 13% today and just getting started. Yes, we are on London session. It's about to be some fun. 13%, that's a good day. That's a good day right there. All right, so we see 4 of the 6 G pairs are trending up for the day, 2 trending down. All 6 are trending down for the week. Every one of them, other than G-odd and GN, are pretty much less than 50% of their ADR. So we're in good shape there. And everything else looks to be in order. All right, so gonna make a couple changes here. Let's see here. I don't want to see, because we don't trade them anymore, crypto, at least not at the moment. And I'll be adding the JPN, the UK 100. ADR 10 days. All right. Okay, there. Everything is working in order. Get this thing firing up. There we go. Give it a second. Everything fired up. Oh yeah, we're looking real good. Looking real good. Everything is looking real good. All right. So let's take a look. G pairs. GJ still in the uptrend. Still in the uptrend. If we get a close above that level there, we're looking at a finally getting into a Asia breakout trade. We haven't had one all week. All right. Let's go back. So GU. GU is in a downtrend. All right. And we need it to break the low. So that's not looking promising because that would mean it would be in a zone. All right. G-odd is in a downtrend and it's already breaking a low. But it's in a zone. So that's not promising. GPNZD is in a downtrend. All right. It broke the low already right here, but it's too close to the what? It's 18 pips away. Somebody could have caught a few pips on that one, but we're too late. Now that we get on this call at this point, GCAD is in a no trend. So strategy 3 does not apply. Strategy 3 does not apply for GCAD, and looks like strategy 1 may not apply either, because I see that we're 30 pips. We're less than 50 pips in between. All right, G-Chef. G-Chef, we are in a downtrend. So we'd have to break this low here, which is in a zone. So no go there. All right, let's go back. So the gold is climbing. Some nice little bag entries. All right. Gold is one of those pairs that you can actually take bag entries outside of the money zone. All right. So we missed those right there. It's an uptrend. SPX 500. It's been running up during Asia session. So that is very interesting to see. This is interesting to see. GER 30. All right. It is in a uptrend. That's good. That's good. That is good. All right. Put that there. That's the top of that. Yep, top of that area. Top of that zone. All right. Let's see here. And UK 100. It had a bag entry. UK 100 had a bag entry, a bounce AIRO, and that was a nice little pop right there. That one candle ran up 36 pips. In total, ran up 57. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So we will cut that bag entry on UK 100. Shout out to you. All right, so we're just going to sit back and see what these do. Let's pull up some of these euros real quick and see if we have anything shaky.
Look at EG. Oh yeah, EG gonna drop.
EG gonna drop. We are in a uptrend at the moment, and it's just sitting in the zone. So we'll take a look at it. Take a look. Take a look. Take a look. I can see here a nice little bit of counter trend trade, but you can see a nice wedge. Nice little wedge setup. Be a nice little counter trend trade. If we can catch it, breaking through the zone, taking it back down to the 200. That's about 20 pips. All right. EA. Ooh, EA moving already. It's an uptrend. All right. Let's go take a look at EJ. Uptrend sitting in the zone right now. And then last but not least, Euro NZD. It's doing the same thing that Euro I was doing, going back, trending down, tested 200. We are currently in an uptrend. All right. So we'll come back and see what that looks like. Actually, let's go ahead and do that now. So Euro NZD, what I'm gonna do is I'm drawing the fibs. I'm gonna take the fibs, put the fibs on them. Uptrend. So we're sitting at, all right. See if we can't get a nice little retrace somewhere. Let's go look at Euro odd as well. We'll throw the fibs on that. We're over 200 right at the 50. So we'll see how that plays out. Euro JPY uptrend. So we'll do what? We'll throw the fibs on that as well. It's already gone past the 79. So for me, I'm not looking to take that. It's almost touched 100. So I'm not looking to take that trade. Not with the fibs. So we'll delete that out. Euro GBP. Sitting at the 50 right now. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. UK 100 broke through the zone. GER 30. SPX. All right. Gold pushing. Push it to the limit. and gold trying to push. Put that there just in case that zone gets broken. All right, not really much going on at the moment. Let's take a look at our what? Let's take a look at our news. I use the MyFX book app. Some of you guys may also use Forex Factory. So on the news, take a look at the news. Green folder Euro news in about 27 minutes. Everything is green folder tonight. We finally have some ECB. ECB standing for the European Central Bank. They have a policy meeting in 5 hours and 12 minutes. So that's orange folder news for Euro in 5 hours, 12 minutes. And then in 6 hours, 12 minutes, you got some strong USD news, counting jobless claims, initial jobless claims, and initial jobless claims 4 weeks average. So both orange folder and red folder news for USD, for the most part, doing New York session. So we are clear for the night. Q&A. See here. GJ, Asia session breakout strategy number 3. Let's go take a look at it. I think we looked at that one earlier. GJ. It will be valid if it breaks above the zone. The high Asia session is right here. All right, so we can see here that the Asia channel is only 26 pips. So we need to break the high of the Asia channel and break over the zone. So if we get a close above here, I will probably be buying for strategy 3. All right, I probably will be buying. Especially when you can see here at the G pairs. G odd is moving up. I mean, GU. G odd, you can see G odd is bouncing off the zone. So if it continues up, that helps our case. GN hit the zone. We need it to bounce back up. GCAD is pushing up. And G chef it's up, but it's just sitting at that zone. So if it starts moving through the zone with the rest of them, that makes our case stronger on this GJ trade. So we'll probably see more movement closer to London session. So in the next 40 minutes for strategy number 3. All right. Gold, trying to push through the zone. SPX, not really much. GER, not doing much. UK 100, not doing much. These euros, not doing much at the moment. All right, someone asked me why not crypto. So crypto has been very, very volatile lately, to the point where, for me, I don't feel comfortable being able to call trades, or even, whether I trade it personally or call trades out. I don't feel comfortable trading cryptocurrency, to be able to allow you guys to be able to successfully, potentially see how the software works and even potentially make money, with the trades that I call out. So that's why not. I don't feel secure in trading cryptocurrency at the moment. It's been all over the place. All right. Euro AUD strategy 9. Let's take a look. Euro AUD strategy 9. So Euro AUD strategy 9, as we can see here, Euro AUD strategy 9. Yeah, so for the most part, strategy 9 works at the moment, but we are late getting in. So I believe the market maker cycle is over with, but we will see how it rolls. So right now, there's no strategy 9 is not valid at the moment. Strategy 9 is not valid. Not at the moment. All right. Uh-oh, somebody said the wrong word. EU on M15. I'll pull it up, but I don't take EU trades on this call. Never again. Never again will we take EU. So we can look at it. I'll never call EU trade on this call ever again. We've never won one. So EU, that's a valid bag entry. It was outside of the money zone. So again, if you want to take the trade, you can, but I won't be taking it. I don't take EU trades. But that is, it's not a valid bag entry because it's not inside the money zone. But you can see here that we have a clear W formation here. Got a nice little W formation. All right. Into the W, into the bag entry. The bag entry did run up. Let's see here. 8 pips before it retraced. So, you can see the W is leaning up. That helps your case in making sure you have a strong bag entry. But again, it's EU, so that's more of a New York session pair. I won't trade on this call ever again unless I get to the point where I've started to really trade EU like that. But I can tell you right now, I don't like EU. There's some pairs you resonate with and some pairs you don't. EU is not one that works for me. Therefore, I don't really trade it very often. Euro odd to fibs. Yep, we got the fibs already on. Price is not really rejecting off that level. I would have loved to see it come down and reject off the 50 and the 200 moving average right here because they're touching. That would have been a great little setup. Great little setup. So nothing at the moment for me. What's your take on Nas? Man, you guys love looking at indices that don't move during the session. I'll tell you that. Everybody's in love with Nas. Yet we be killing GER 30. Yeah, you guys got the love of the GER 30. Nas 100. I can tell you right now, Nas is a no-go. I mean, it's just been trending up, straight up. Like, there's nothing going on right now. It's in a bullish territory. So, I'm not touching that. There's nothing that tells me or gives me any inclination that's going to go up or down. All right. Plus, it's, the NAS 100 moves during New York session. And I don't know NAS 100 like that. So I wouldn't feel comfortable taking the trade. There's nothing really going on right there. GER 30 and UK 100, they are London session pairs, indexes. So, if we get a move, we get a move. Let's go doing gold. All right. We just might have to do it. We just might have to do it. All right, you guys see this information here. If we take it, it'd be a counter trend trade. So definitely want to be careful with that. But we're looking for this right here to happen now. Which means we need on the M formation off the zone. But we need to break the neckline of the M. As you can see here on the M, it is what? It is slanted M at resistance. All right. It would be a counter trend trade if we do take it. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll just watch. That's the setup I see right now. That is the setup I see. Don't really see anything going on with the GER30. Got this channel going on right here. Right, nice little bullish channel right there. So we'll keep an eye on that. Cool. What news do we pay attention to when it comes to indices? So anything dealing with the economy. So if you have someone from the central bank talking, if the president is talking, Speaker of the House, any type of FOMC, anything that shows USD. So when you're looking at the news, if you see like red folder news for USD, that will affect the indexes because the indices are affected. At least the American indices are affected by USD news. All right. What is the reason for the sad face on my dashboard? Sorry, guys. So I've had multiple people ask about this one. You guys need to please watch the videos, guys. If you watch the video that I created, it will show you everything you need to know. So there's 2 reasons why you have a sad face. All right, on dashboard. 2 reasons. Number 1, you don't have auto trading button on right here. If you do have auto trading button on and it's still sad, then that means under common in the settings tab, you don't have under live trading, you don't have allow live trading turned on. You have to have all 4 of these checked, plus the auto trading button, and then it will come on with a smiley face. All right. Watch the video. All the steps are there, guys. Every step is there. Please watch the videos. If you do not know how to access the dashboard, there is a video inside the chat group and inside the AIRO announcements group that will walk you through how to submit the ticket to get your VPS reinstalled to get access to the dashboard, as well as how to set everything up. All right. All right. It is 1:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, my time. Let's go see what we just got a notification for. UK 100 sale on the minute 5. We already got it open. All right, no bounce. We're in an uptrend, so we're not looking to take that. SPX trying to come down. GER30 coming down right at the zone and right at that level. Inside of our channel right there. Euro GBP chilling. Euro AUD. Man, that's been. Good call out on a Euro AUD. It's not bouncing off the fib exactly the way I've drawn mine, but it is close. Nice little doji with the engulfing candle, bullish candle. almost railroad tracks on Euro NZD. A doji right there off of the 50 on Euro GBP. Interesting setups. If Euro's going to head back up, that means G pair is looking to go down. But I see G pairs heading up, so I am not comfortable taking any buys right now on the Euros, especially when the Euros are getting ready to have a whole bunch of green photo news come out. So I'm not really sure. I don't feel comfortable taking that trade. Good setup. Didn't quite bounce off the fib for me. I would have loved to see it bounce off the fib and the 200. But when I look at the G pairs moving up, oh, come on, gold. I don't know, Cal. What you think, man? It's a good fib. That's a good fib bounce. Multiple touches there. Trying to head back up. Euro NZD for the buy. Euro I for the buy. Euro GBP trying to move back up. I'm not
sure about.
What you say, man?
Saying I'm not too sure. I'm on my charts right now.
Look at this news one more time here. 9 minutes to all this Euro news hits. Oil. Someone wants to take a look at oil. Interesting. Oil on the 15. Downtrend on the oil. Nice little bag entry. And you'd have been up a nice 20 pips right now. That's a nice little bag entry right there. Nice little bag entry. Not only is it a bag entry, look at this here. It's not only just a bag entry, but it's also a nice little wedge up as well. That bag entry corresponded with the wedge. See that? See that wedge there? We're in a downtrend, so you got an ascending wedge. Price breaks below the wedge, all right? And you got the bag entry. Oh, that's just multiple, and it's below both moving in. The 200 is above price, and the 200 is above the AIRO moving average. That's a perfect setup right there. Perfect setup right there. We missed that trade though, but that's a perfect setup. That's what you want to see right there. The multiple strategies come together. Multiple strategies. And you're trying to move a little bit. All right, gold. I see you. I see you. Respecting that trend line. Let's see what happens on gold. Let's see what happens. Lately, gold has been following the indices, which is crazy because gold is supposed to be the opposite. So I don't know what's going on in the world these days. XAG Euro. Man, I'm not trading that one. That's an exotic. We can look at that. You know, these exotics be moving. Let's go back and let's see. XAG Euro. Symbols. XAG Euro, I believe, is an exotic. It is not. I may not have that pair with the broker I utilize. XAG Euro. It's not an index. It's not a stock. It's not a metal for me. So that's just one I just don't have. GER30 with the sale. All right, GER30's got the sale. Sell arrow. So yeah, XAG Euro is not one that my broker offers. But I do have that peso. We got to start getting to that, especially on we don't trade that, but say we ever get into Tuesdays, you know, Taco Tuesdays is a good day to trade that peso. Let's see what the peso is doing right now. Calvin, man, you ever trade this peso?
No, I have not.
Man, this bad boy is a monster. Downtrend easily. Look at that bag entry. Let me show you these pips, man. You're not gonna believe these. Bounce, arrow. Just that candle right there. That's 586 pips. Or 58.6. I'm sorry, 586 points. So that's 58 pips right there. It's a nice little move. That whole move, you got a double entry. Nice little 184 pip move. Yeah. Peso. It's a mover. It's a mover. Well, we got in that euro. You should be up about 3-4 pips right now, or 6 or 7. Nice little move to the upside. Let's see what happens. G Chef, G Cat, GN, GI, GU, GJ. All right. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right. SPX 500 is about to reach 5,000. What do you think about that? Personally, I think the market's overhyped right now. We're in a bull market where the PE ratio, so the price earning ratios for stocks, are through the roof. Their values are ridiculous, so therefore their multiples on how much revenue they make are, astronomical. For me, I am waiting for the U.S. government to drop the moratorium for COVID. So, as you guys know, there's the COVID moratorium around housing. So if you're renting or even if you're buying a house, you cannot be removed from your house because of the moratorium due to COVID. To give you guys an example of what I mean, in California, a couple, there's a guy who owned a house. He needed to sell it fast and he wanted to sell it for cash. A couple bought it from him in 14 days. So they closed in 14 days. They paid $1.1 million cash. And 13 months later, he's still living in the house because of the moratorium with COVID. He lost his job. And even though he has they finally moved in? Finally. Man, that was just trifling. But they went to the police. They went to lawyers. There was nothing that could be done. Talking to a lot of experts in the real estate field, they're stating that once the moratorium is lifted, there could be the rate at which foreclosures happened in the 08-09 collapse. This could be severely worse, and we could have foreclosures as high as 80% throughout the U.S. That's how many people have not paid their rent, have not paid their mortgages because of COVID moratorium. So once that is lifted, you're going to see a nice correction in the market. It happened. It started to happen last year, and then the government swooped in, and Trump came in, and and everybody came in and put money in to push the market back up. By adding the all the stimulus money last year, and then Biden now is doing the same thing with more stimulus money put into the market. But I tell you, it's not going to help once the moratorium, at least in my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I believe that once the moratorium is lifted and people have to start paying again, and they haven't gotten a new job yet, I think we'll see a nice correction. So we will see what happens. All right, 1:45 a.m. means new candles. Let's take a look. GJ pushing. GJ pushing. We gotta wait for this candle to close. We got 15 minutes to see what GJ is gonna do. G pairs, everything pushing up. I like it. I like it. I like it. Gold trying to come down. All right. All right. All right. All right. Ooh-wee. Calvin, you see what I see, man? Calvin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I know somebody see what I see, man. I know somebody see this bank induction with the bullish engulfing candle right after. Oh my goodness.
See, that GR30 though is your specialty. I don't know how. I don't play with it that much. So I see the bank induction move, but I'm like,
that is a lovely setup, my brother. Lovely setup. Lovely setup.
Yeah, I might have to hop in that one. You about to hop in?
Most likely. I'm All right, guys. So again, be careful. This is GER 30. I am entering in a buy on GER 30. We're gonna go for. Oh man, this thing running already. Golly, hesitated too long. I'm in that bad boy. We're gonna go for. Well, since it's already ran about 50 pips already, I'm not gonna go from. Man, I'm a little. It's up 40 pips already. Golly, we hesitated too much. We're getting close to the New York session, so I like the move. And of course, you know, we had all that Euro news, so I think we're gonna get a nice little reversal here. All right, should have got in earlier. Hesitated too long. If you guys see me, I kind of like that pullback. Come on. So we're looking for 50 pips. We're looking for 50 pips, 50 pips or more. We're looking for 50 pips or more with GER 30. GER to the 30. We've got a bank induction move right here with a strategy 10 with a bullish engulfing candle. Let me monitor this from my phone so we can, let me go check the chat. All right. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the economy, you know, for that question here. What is the peak moving average? That is the, if you go watch strategy 9 video, that is the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average is the magenta moving average there. All right. So looking at the chart, yeah, we're still down about 20 pips right now. Nothing crazy. Again, if you're in GER 30, hey, be careful. Manage risk. All right. Gold dropping. Oh my goodness, we're missing gold too. Let's see here. Gold, 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 gold. Oh, okay, gold. Yeah, we need to close below here. We need gold to close. It closed right at the line, so I'm gonna stick with it for the moment. Let's see how we looking right now. GER 30, you know, -7 here. I got TP got my TP sitting at 79 pips right now. I'm just looking for 50. Just looking for 50. If I get any more, good. But we're just looking for 50. That's all we want is 50. We halfway there, up 23. Gold, for me, got to see that close below the neckline, close above it, or right at it, really. And GJ, we still got 10 minutes on it. So GJ's got to close above the line here, above the zone. All right. So strategy number 3, almost in effect for GJ. We just waiting for that. All right. G Pair's trying to push up, so I feel good about that trade. Gold, we need to close below the blue line. That's the neck line. And GER 30, you know, it's slow playing. We're -7 +3. We're just playing around right now. Dang, got that late entry. If we would have got in on time, got 50 pips. I know somebody got in as soon as I started looking at it. I know somebody got in. I'm in double time. Change my stop loss here. And we got a bounce entry. Look at that. And we got a bag entry. That's lovely. Look at that. Bounce, arrow. And we got a bag entry. Beautiful. Beautiful. Should have got in earlier, though. Yeah, come on. My bad, guys. We should have got in on that one a little earlier. Got a bag entry, though. I like that bag entry. Feel really good about that bag entry. Especially this close. We're about 8 minutes away from the start of London session. So, gold is trying to bounce. GJ is right at the zone. All right. We're down about 37 pips, 27 pips now in that GER 30 trade. Come on, give us some life. Come on, just go ahead and blast up there. Yeah, I got. All right, pull this up on my phone. The monitors from my phone here. All right. So how do you draw the trend line and get it short? Great question. So let's go take a look at it. Here's how you make the trend line shorter. All right. Down about 37 pips. All right. 37 pips on GER. Come on, GER. Got a bag entry. So to get the trend line shorter, when you open up the trend line here, you want to double click on the trend line until you get all three dots. You want to right click on the trend line and go to trend line properties. And then under parameters, you want to unselect Ray. See, if I select Ray, it takes it all the way out. If I right click on it and go to trend line properties and I turn Ray off, it's short. And now I can make it as short or as long as I want to. All right. That is how you manipulate the trend line on MT4. All right. Down about 17 pips. There we go. Come on, baby, move up. Go on, get us up there. Go on, get up there for us. We are 1 minute away from a new 5-minute candle. What's gold looking like? I got the markup on this here. GJ still playing around, not trying to break. Gold bouncing, and I'm fine with gold bouncing because remember, it's just following all of the indices. So if it's going the same way as the indices, I feel a little more confident because it's just been following them all the way. So come on, GER, give us our 50 pips so we can get about this thing. New candle. We have 5 minutes until to the start of the London session. We're down about 37 pips right now. All right. Again, trade at your own risk, especially with GER 30. It is an animal. The reason why I've got two positions on that pullback, and we had this bag entry here, the bounce and the arrow. So when that populated, I took that additional entry. It just so happened that they're at the exact same price point, which is cool with me. All right. So answer some more questions while we're in this trade. I'm monitoring from my phone. GJ is flying. That's great. Let's take a look at it. Let's go take a look at GJ real quick. GJ is flying. I don't really consider that flying. We come over here. GJ is still. It's right at where the zone was at. This blue line indicates where the top of that zone was at. So I need a little more push before I look to enter that trade right there. All right, need a little more push for me. Down 57 right now on GER. Come on, GER. Quit playing with us. Mark this chart up like I did the other one here. Typically with GER 30, I typically have a 200 pip stop loss. GER 30 is like US 30. It's very volatile. So I use a small lot size. I typically utilize a 200, depending on my trades, most of them are 200 pip stop loss. And there's sometimes that I would trade, if I'm trading out of session, then I'll use a 100 pip stop loss. But we are in session because GER is a London session pair. Bouncing off the bottom of this trend line here. This is that channel I drew it on the other chart. I'm going to draw it on my FTMO chart as well. Looking pretty good. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes for GJ. 2 minutes. Two minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And GR 30, boys. Come on, quit playing with us. Give us those pips. Yeah, I'm on FTMO. So that's why you guys see me switching back and forth. I am on FTMO. GR 30 starting to frustrate me right now. Starting to frustrate me. All right. I'm setting my stop loss on GR 30 right now, guys. Make sure you have your stop loss set if you're in it. Let me set my stop loss real quick. Stop loss hit for me, guys, on GER 30. 200 pip stop loss. And we did get a close above on. We did get a close above on GJ. So I'm entering into a buy on GJ. All right. Boy, this FTMO account making me mad now. So strategy number 3, I'm entering into a trade. We got 20 pip take profit. All right, cool. So we're all set there. Take profit, stop loss. We're in an uptrend. We got a break of the Asia channel. For those who don't know what strategy number 3 is, we'll go over it. So we just enter into a buy for GJ based on strategy number 3. So what you want to do is you want to first draw your vertical lines at the break of the new day, which is the divided line here. Your period separator and the start of the money zone. All right. And then what you want to do is you also want to draw the highest point at the body and the lowest point at the body, in between these two lines. This is your Asia channel. You want to then next measure this channel to make sure that it's less than 50 pips. It's only 19 pips wide. So we're good there. Now, there was a zone there. So we wanted price to break above that zone before we entered the trade. That's why we entered in on this candle that we're in on now, because that one broke and closed above the top of that zone where it was at. All right. And so now we're looking for 20 pip take profit, 40 pip stop loss. GER 30, boy. That hesitation killed me, man. Hesitation. Yeah. Stop hunt. It's all good. You win some, you lose some. That's why you use proper risk management. Someone asked me, do I get nervous taking trades? What is your advice for those that do? If you are nervous taking trades, what I would recommend is that you take trades on your demo account until you get to the point where it becomes like second nature. Like you're like, all right, I've got this down. I've got a strategy that I like, or 2 or 3 strategies that I like, and I can win very consistently with them. And then go trade very small amounts of money. If trading larger amounts of money scare you. So if you're taking live trades on a $100 account, with a 0.01 lot size, might help you out. And so definitely try that. But as far as me, I don't really get nervous taking trades. I've been doing it for so long. I've been doing it live in front of people for a long time as well. So it's just a matter of, taking the trades and living with the results. You follow your strategies over and over again, you'll have consistent results. And for me and everybody on the call, we've had pretty consistent results when it comes to taking these trades live. So I feel pretty good about them. All right, so we're down about 7 pips right now on this trade, or down 5 pips now on this GJ trade. Gold trying to move up. All right, let's take a look at some more questions here. Somebody said they're up 300 plus on XRP. Not bad. Let's go take a look at XRP. XRP's been very bullish lately.
Oh, you already know. I'm holding XRP for the rest of the year. On a separate account.
You talking about the actual coin itself?
No, in the trade too.
Nice. XRP. Beautiful. If you got in this first little bag entry here, you'd hold it for a couple of hours and then shot up. Clearly in a bullish trend right now. Hit over $1.11. So now some cryptos, you guys want to make sure that you're trading with a broker that has a low spread. You see here how my spread is real close together. There are some brokers that, some of the crypto, their spreads are this far apart. And so, as soon as you get in, you're going to be in massive drawdown. And then when you do get in profit, it's going to be very little profit because it's going to take so long to get into profit. So you want to make sure that you're utilizing a broker that has low spreads. you want to make sure that you're utilizing a broker that actually gives you access to trade cryptos. Some brokers don't even give you access to trade the cryptos over the weekend, and cryptos never close. So you want to make sure that the broker you're utilizing, make sure the broker that you're utilizing gives you access to cryptos, not only to trade them, but also to trade them over the weekend. That way you can be trading them 7 days a week. You want to make sure that same broker also has low spreads. All right. Remember, spread, if you look at the pairs here, you see red line, the white line. All right. Everybody's got AIRO version 4.1. We'll have both these on there on the chart. This spread is the difference between the red and the white line. So the gap, that is the spread. The wider that gap is, that means when you place a trade on, that means the larger drawdown you're going to be in from the start. Because if you're in a sale, let's say we are in a sale right here, both the red line and the white line need to get underneath my entry, which is this yellow line here, before I'm in profit. All right. So you want to make sure that you have a broker that has low spreads, a broker that gives you access to what? Crypto 7 days a week, not 5. All right. Make sure that same broker is an A book broker. All right. A B book broker and a C book broker, they trade against you. Those same brokers will also manipulate your trade. So let's say you're getting ready to get in to take profit. They will open up your spread, because remember, even with same thing with being in profit, for a price to close out at take profit, both the red line and white line, which is the bid and the ask, have to get below or above your take profit line, which may be, depending on which direction you're trading, if you're trading a buy or sell, and they have to get below it or above it. So what that means is you want to make sure that you have a broker that does not manipulate your account, a broker that's going to open spreads. So make sure they're going to open the spread up when it gets close to your take profit line. A broker that's going to trade against you. So what does trading against me means? It means that when in Forex, what one job that the market makers have to do is they have to put together all the orders. So if someone, like we were just in a buy on GER 30, so everyone that took that trade, they also did what? They also turned around and took that trades and matches up with those people that were selling GER 30. They have to match up the buy orders and the sell orders. All right, they got to match them up. That's their job. All right, that is their job. And since that's their job, they got to do that. They got to do such. Now, if you're on and that's with A book brokers, with the A book brokers, we're trading with the actual liquidity providers that actually make up the foreign exchange market. All right. When you're trading with B book and C book brokers, you are trading against the broker, which means that if you lose a trade, that money you lost goes into their bank account, not into the actual Forex market. It goes into their bank account. If you win a trade, that money comes out of their bank account. So guess what? If you win too much, they're going to manipulate your trade. They're going to find a way to get an edge. They're like the casino. So you want to make sure that you are to, again, level the playing field when trading the Forex market. Make sure you have an A-book broker. Make sure they have low spreads. Make sure they allow you to trade cryptocurrency, for the 7 days a week, if that's what you would like to do. And be prepared about that. All right. Do not be deceived by some of these brokers out here. All right. So we are down about 13 pips right now on GJ, just chilling. It's the opening candle of the New York session. Of the London session. All right. So let's add some more questions here. All right, we are currently in GJ for strategy number 3. We're in a GJ buy for everyone that missed that. All right. Let's see some of these questions, guys. Let's see some of these questions. All right, GER 30 guys. We had a stop loss hit on GER 30. UK 100, we missed it. Let's go look at UK 100. UK 100. UK 100. That's a beautiful trade right there. Beautiful setup. Beautiful bounce. Beautiful. Let's see how that matched up with the fibs. Nice little rejection off the 79. I wouldn't have took it because of that. If I was trading by the fibs, that's not something I would take. But I do like the bounce though. That is right there. That long wick. That is a. And you got this next count. That is a. That right there would be the key to getting into a buy. Nice little buy right there. UK 100 taking off. Yeah, Lee. Why do I like this here? This right here is long wick rejection. We're already in an uptrend. All right, we're in an uptrend. And then we got this long wick rejecting. This right here is a hammer. It was a long tail doji, whatever you want to call it, bouncing off of the zone and the 200 moving average. That right there is a telling sign that you're getting ready to go up to the upside. So somebody put into the group chat, and I pinned it to the group, the Candlestick Bible. If you guys read the Candlestick Bible and look at some of those candlestick formations, you understand what I'm talking about and how they play a part. Same as last night. We got cherry Dr. Pepper for the drink of the night. Cherry Dr. Pepper. CTG, man, we need some markets from dead. We need to get some more trades, man, so we can get back into El Profito.
Yes, sir. That's something that's monitoring the charts right now.
GJ, we're down 11 pips right now. GER 30 starting to follow UK 100 and head up. It better not. It better not. Gold did not break. So we did not get the M formation. We got a triple top right here. See how this goes. This will be interesting here. See if that wedge gets broken. All right. Prices are moving upward and in a hurry. All right. Take a look. Down about 12 pips right now in GJ. Someone asked if they can still enter GJ. You know, my philosophy is if you missed it, you missed it. But again, you know, trade your own risk. Someone asked, why does GJ on my chart still have a resistance zone? That means that you have a different broker. Different brokers are going to have different looks. All right. Quick answer for you guys. On the chart, the zones, the trend colored candles, the arrows popping up, all based off of price. So if you have a different price than I do with my broker, your chart will look different. All right. All right. Let's go back to the charts and take a look. What's going on? GJ still doing his thing. Right where it's at. Down about 13 pips. All right. GR30 falling. All right. Gold trying to run up. Trying to run up. Euro pairs retracing. UK 100 just booming. I know somebody's in that UK 100 trade. Not much going on right now, guys. Not much going on. Somebody said they made $305 off EU, got 20 pips and dip. Gabrielle, congrats. Let's go look at the EU trades. Did it pan out the way we thought it was going to pan out? I don't trade the EU. And every time I say I don't trade it, it always works out. Look at that. Oh, man, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Bag entry was, again, before the money zone, but you definitely got 20 pips out of it. Congrats. UK 100 just gave that's a bag entry right there. Nice little bag entry. For me, it's already way up there. Let's see, UK 100 is at 3,300 at a 79.59. It's not even halfway to its ADR. On the day chart, it's in a zone. On the H4 chart, it's in a zone. H1 chart, no zone. M30, no zone. M15, M5. It's too high for me. I don't like entering in stuff that high. I will leave that one alone. G shift trying to move up through the zone. All right. Need these G pairs to move back up. They move up, GJ moves back up. Got about 17. All right. Just gonna chill. Answer some more of these questions real quick here. Someone asked, when does the ADR reset? So the ADR will reset. I'll show you exactly what I mean. Where? Give me 1 second here. Pull the chart back up, and I'll show you where. All right. So, all right, share screen. So the ADR, this number right here, the ADR, it resets every 24 hours. So when we get to a new day, which is the it's identified by the, as you can see here, every day you got dotted lines. These are called period separators. When price, at least on a 15-minute chart, when price crosses this, so pretty much every day at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time is when the ADR will reset every 24 hours. All right, every 24 hours. All right, guys. Well, while we kind of wait for GJ and for the markets to do something, give us something. What do you guys want to go over? What strategy do you guys want to go over? We start going with strategies. All right, somebody asked, how do you take partials on MT4? All right, great. So let's do this. Let's go to the chart and let's figure out how to take partials. All right, so we're down about 20 pips right now. So how do you take partials? Simply put, what you want to do is all right, let's pull it up here. So we are on the FTMO account. We got some room we got to make up now after the loss. So on your order here, double click on the order that you're in, your trade you're in, double click on it, and it pulls up this chart right here. All right. Now, what you want to do is, you see that I've got a 2.50 lot size in. All right. I got a 2.50 lot size. What you want to do is change that lot size. So let's say you want to take half of it, 1.25. You see down here, it says close order number by 1.25 GBP JBY. That's half. So once you change the volume, you can come down here and hit close. So if you're in profit, you can close half of it and let the rest run. That is how you take partials. You can adjust this to whatever you want on the volume. If you want to adjust it to 1.00, you can. And then it'll leave a 1.5 lot left over. All right. So you change, put whatever you want to put in there, hit close, and you're good to go. All right. That is how you take partials. GR30 trying to fall. GJ down 28, 27 pips. What's the UK 100 doing? UK 100 came back down. Trying to move back up. It came back down. All right. Down 25 now. All right, so somebody asked if there are even number of zones, do strategy one apply? We talked about this earlier. If there are even amount of zones, you want to measure the inside of the two inside zones. If there are 50 pips or more in between the two zones, you can trade in both directions. All right, you can trade in both directions. Strategy number one video, I talk about this. Watch the videos, guys. All your answers are there. All right. Fibs. And strategy number 9 and 7. All right, let's go back and take a look here. So the fib strategy. All right, so here on GBP AUD, we are in a downtrend. All right, we're in a downtrend. I'm not going to give you fib settings because that'll take all day to give them to you and then show you how to put them in. Please watch strategy number 8 video for the fibs. I'm just going to show you how to apply them. All right, so the fib setup, we're in a downtrend, right? So we're in a downtrend. And so we want to assume we are right here. So assume you got to pull back here. You see we're in a downtrend. Whenever we're in a downtrend and price pulls back above the moving average, all right, so heading in the buy direction and it turns green right here. So like right here, you start looking here, but then you got up here, you want to start to look to draw your fibs. And you want to draw from the previous retrace. I mean, from the previous retrace, because we're in a downtrend. So the highest previous retrace to the lowest point before price retraced. All right. Now, what do I mean by that? This is the highest point of the previous retrace. You see here, downtrend, it came back, it peaked here, and it came back and peaked here. All right. Here's the peak. This is the previous high. Not here. This is the previous high. All right. And then you want to start it here and draw from top to bottom. Now, the bottom is the lowest point before the current retrace. Here's the current retrace that led to this high right here. This is the lowest point before the retrace happened. All right. So that's the 100 to 0. Now what we're doing is we're waiting for what? We're waiting for the pullback. We want price to pull back to a certain level, one of these 3 levels, 38, 50, or 62. All right. And then we want to get a candlestick formation rejection at that area that will indicate what? A potential reversal. You had a uptrend here with a inverted hammer off the zone and off the 50, which means that you could have put an entry for a sell right here. Or for me, to be more secure, I like that this next candle was committed into a sell. And so I would have actually put one potentially right here. It's not an engulfing candle, but it shows bearish tendencies. So we had the fractal high, the drop, entry right there. And so had you had, the entry I would have selected, price would be, you'd have got 20 pips. I mean, you'd have got 20 pips in 90 minutes. 90 minutes, 6 15-minute candles. 6 15-minute candles, you got your 20 pips. All right. That's how that works. It's the opposite for a buy trend. Come on, GJ, quit playing with us. What GR30? Tell you. So that was a sell trend. Let me try to find a decent buy trend setup. So buy trend, here we do on gold. All right, with gold here, as you can clearly see, we're in a buy trend. So you want to go from, excuse me, this candy got in my throat. The lowest point of the lowest retrace, previous lowest retrace to the highest point before the pullback. All right, so from here to right there. A price retrace, but it didn't come back far enough to hit one of these three levels. So it didn't qualify. But that is how you would draw it. The lowest point of the trend, the retrace, to the highest point before price started to retrace again. All right. That's how you draw it there. Look at that go. Got that candle right there. Remember, we drew the wedge on the other account. As you can see, the clear wedge here, it broke that bad boy. We're in an uptrend. So it broke that wedge to the upside and above the zone. Very bullish right now. Very bullish. H1. Gold is trying to break a zone of H1 too. M30, it's in the zone. M15, it's breaking through the M15 zone. We got some clear momentum. 3 minutes to the next candle. Could be a nice little buy. Could be a nice buy. For me, it broke this wedge here. Let me change the color on this one here. All right. Got the wedge right here, which we drew on the other account, remember? We had it here set up. And this is the top of the zone right here. So it's broken through both. All right, broken through both. Go look at that news. We got green folder pound pair news in 52 minutes. Nothing crazy. Let's go look at Forex Factory. Did something come out? Did something come out? Let me pull up forexfactory.com. So forexfactory.com is currently 3:38 a.m. Nothing come out about USD. And everything that came out was yellow folder. All right. 1 minute to the next candle. It's coming back down. It's like it's going to close below. Mm, 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 mm. Barely closed above the zone. Barely closed above it. I hate to see that. That's too close for comfort for me. So I'm not gonna take it. It's too close. I needed a definitive trade close above. I don't like how close to the zone or top of that zone where what the zone was at. That close. So I'm not looking to take that trade. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But you can see everything else heading back down. Gold should be heading the opposite. The indices. Indices are falling right now. Minus 22 right now on GJ for strategy 3 breakout. We just went over strategy number 8, Fibonacci. Strategy 7 is M's, W's, and wedges. M's, W's, and wedges. So let's go look at some of those. All right, great. So we'll start off with the M. M's you only take when the trend is a downtrend. W's you only take when the trend is an uptrend. Wedges you can take in both trends. They're just going to be set up differently. All right. So we'll start off with the M's. All right. You want the M to be planted inside of the what? Of the resistance zone. So as you can see here, let me zoom in here. As you can see here, it is a funky M, but you can clearly see the M. So you can see leg 1, leg 2, leg 3, and then guess what? They drop, leg 4. And you see that M is what? The highly probable M's you want to take are slanted down. All right. They're slanted down, indicating what? That price wants to go lower. It did not break the previous high. This is a high point. So the point of the M, the next point on the M is lower than the previous point. That is a good indication. Both are inside or touching the resistance zone. So they're rejecting level of resistance on 2 occasions. Higher, lower rejection. All right. All you're waiting now for is the break below what? Below the actual neckline of the M, where the V is made for the M. Price right there, close below it right there, which means you get in next candle right here, drawdown of 5 pips. It drops 44.5 pips. That's it. That's the trade. And look what it correlated with a bag entry, bounce, arrow, go at the same time. You could have been in 2 trades here for the bag entry and for the break of the M. All right. Gotcha. Nice little pippage there. So that's the M right there. That's the M. All right. That's the M formation. Only down 20 on GJ. It's trying to pick back up. Let's go GJ. Go ahead back up. Quit playing with us. Get that bounce out the zone. That's the M. Let's go find a W. W is in a uptrend. All right, great. Here's a W. This is SPX 500. But we got a beautiful W right here. So here we go. W. Leg 1. Leg 2. leg 3, leg 4, took off. All right, you see how now the W is slanted upward, slanted upward and planted inside of the what? Support zone. Because you can see here, we're in uptrend. We have more green than red zones. All right, so it's slanted upward. It's planted in the support zone. Your entry would be on this candle right here because this candle broke the neckline. It closed above the neckline. The neckline is here. This closed above it. All right, got an indication for GJ sale, which we don't care about. That's a nice little what? Ooh, bank induction move. I kind of like that. Cal, what do you think, man? I entered another trade, guys, for the bank induction move, but that's just me. Again, trade at your own risk. All right, trade at your own risk. So that right there is the W, which means that you entered in on this candle right here because this candle closed above the neckline. So you enter in next candle. And with SPX, you'd have had drawdown of 6 pips. The first run up was 31 pips, but it's ran as high as 104 pips all day long. And this is outside of the money zone. All right. So M's and W's, very, 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 very profitable patterns. Now comes the most profitable pattern, which is what? The wedge. So let's find a nice little good wedge. All right, I'm gonna show you a descending wedge, and we'll show you ascending wedge. All right, a descending wedge, you draw in a uptrend. So you can see here on Euro GBP, we're in an uptrend. And then on a downtrend, you draw a ascending wedge. All right, so to draw the base of the wedge, you want to find the level of support or resistance, mainly support if you're in an uptrend. All right, you see how price is just ranging in this level? That is a nice level of what? Of support. It's sitting right at support. Look at that, nice level of support. All right, you had the peak and you had a pullback. All right, so you got the peak, run up, and a pullback. Support, peak, pullback. All right, now you got your what? Now you got your setup for your what? For your wedge. All right. High, see how that goes with the body, correlates, touch the wicks. So this is a descending wedge because the wedge is heading down. This is a descending wedge. You see, it looks like a pizza. All right, it looks like a pizza. All right. Now, a trick that I learned from the Hot Guy group is to take what you learned earlier with how to draw your trend line and make it long or short. All right. Take that trend line. All right, I'm going to draw it here like so. So from the highest point, to the lowest point or to the base of the wedge. All right, this is my stick now. This is my stick. And so when price breaks through, boom, set that right there. And you can set your take profit at the middle, at the 50% level of the stick. And you should hit that almost every time. So price broke out here, all right, for the first time, which means your entry would be right here on this candle. Yeah, a little drawdown of 7 pips. Price ran up to the stick, which is a nice little 18 pips. But you see it ran up 64, almost 65 pips. All right. That is how you can find your nice little take profit here. So the first candle that breaks out, which is this one right here, it broke out of the wedge. You put the stick on that candle. So make sure it matches up with the descending wedge or the descending trend line and the candle And at 50% level is where you can take profit at. Nice little 18 pips. So that's a cool little trick to figure out where you can draw, put your take profit at. All right. Right now we're down about 21 pips. All right. Or down 20 pips. I'm down 21. I'll put another entry in. I feel good about that. All right. Come back. So that is a descending wedge for uptrend. Let's go find another trade. We go find a downtrend now. All right, GJ. Nope, we're in an uptrend. GJ, GU, we're in a downtrend. All right, we're in a downtrend to GU. Let's see if I can find a wedge. All right, here we go. Here we go. Very similar. Found a level of resistance. Look at that, just flat right in here. We had what? We had the spike, the retrace. The spike and the retrace is what you look for. That pullback, that's what makes the wedge. That's what forms the wedge. So the base is going to be right here. You see, that's the base. Price hit this level multiple times. That's the base right there. At the resistance, you had the spike and the pullback. All right. So at the spike, all the way back to the pullback, you had what? Now it forms your what? Now it forms your wedge. All right. And this is an ascending wedge because it's going from bottom up. You draw an ascending wedge in a downtrend. All right. Do the same thing, a little stick situation. First candle that broke through was that one right there, which means at the 50% level of the stick was right there. So that one broke through, guess what? Bounce, arrow go. So you actually would have got in on the candle where you got the arrow right here. 4 pip pullback and 26.5 pips down to the 50% level. And you could have had another entry right here when you had the bag entry. That is how you draw the wedge in a downtrend. All right. So you draw it in a downtrend. All right, down 22 right now, down 22, waiting for this to give us our push back up. Wait for that push back up. UK 100 coming back down. That's why I didn't take that trade way up there. I didn't like how high it was. All right. GR30 falling still. SPX still falling. All right. Somebody told me in the chat, in the Q&A, that UK 100 and GJ are inverse correlated pairs. So if we're seeing a downtrend in UK 100, the fall, I'm hoping that we see that nice spike in GJ to the upside. All right, to the upside. That's what we need. We need the upper room. So that is, we just went over strategy number 8, strategy number 7. All right, let's see what else we got in Q&A. When you have a situation where multiple strategies are triggered, do you jump in multiple times? Usually, if I have multiple hit at the same time, I'll enter one position. You just saw me enter in a second position because while we were in one trade, another setup happened. So if I have them happen back to back like that, I might. It depends on how I feel about the trade, how the setup is going. But most of the time, I just enter in one trade. Sometimes I'll enter in multiple positions. It depends on. Really depends on how I'm feeling about the trade. The more confident I'm in the trade, then typically the more aggressive I get on the trade. All right. Let's go back and look at the down about 27 right now, down 27 pips right now. Gold. That's a gold trying to push. That, where we mark it up at? Do we mark up gold on this chart? Nope. All right. So gold didn't have the fib set up, but we got the break above the zone. So we're just looking to see if we can get a nice strong close above the zone. Nice close above the zone here. So check the chat. GJ is killing me. If GJ is killing you, that means you over leverage, guys. You want to make sure you use a lot size that is appropriate for your account. All right. Where are we at with GJ? It's falling down 33 pips. Might get stopped out in this trade. All right. Might get stopped out. If we do get stopped out, you want to make sure that you are using appropriate lot size. If you lose a trade, you lose a trade. Don't let it be the end of you, though, because you want to make sure that you have the appropriate lot size. Don't over leverage because someone sends out a signal or someone, and you're on a call with an educator. No one's going to get every trade right. So you want to make sure you use proper risk management. Got my take profit and stop loss set. All right. This is another reason why someone asked about do I feel nervous taking trades? No, I know I'm going to lose some, and I'm going to win some. And you guys have seen the wins and the losses. We have more wins than losses, and that's all that matters is that you're winning more than you lose. If you're losing more than you win, then either you're not applying the strategy correctly, or you have a strategy that is not a successful strategy, an accurate strategy. So you may need to go back and relook at things. All right. Come on, W. Keep on bouncing. Someone asked about someone asked, do I think GA will push up? Let's go look at GA. GA, W formation, starting to form. It's in a downtrend. Could. It's in a downtrend. It could pull back up. I mean, you see all the G pairs starting to push back up. G pairs starting to push back up. G chef's not. All right. Someone said wedge on G chef. Yeah, it's a nice wedge. Beautiful wedge. Yep. Nice little setup. Only thing about this here is depending on where this candle closes, There's not enough room to the next zone. So for me, I don't feel comfortable taking that trade because it is too close to the next level of support. Got to make sure you got room down there. Someone asked me to start to use demo account for calls. So I have a FTMO demo account. That's what they start you off with because I'm going through the FTMO challenge to secure me a 100K live account. So that's the only reason you see me using my demo account, because it's for FTMO, which is a prop firm. That when I successfully pass their rigorous test, they will reward me with a $100,000 funded account. So yes, it is a demo account while you're going through their verification process. All right. As anybody has known, I also trade, most of the time my live account on this call. So whether I'm, it doesn't really matter if I'm trading demo or not. But that's the reason why it says demo, is because it is the FTMO platform. FTMO progress, not looking good. We took that loss earlier today. So when we get out of this trade, we'll take a look at the progress after we get out of this GJ trade here. EuroCAD. Everyone's calling for EuroCAD. Let's go, GJ. You guys just love looking at random pairs. EuroCAD. Those CADs, man. I'm not a fan of the CADs. EuroCAD. Where are you at? EuroCAD is not one of the 10 pairs that I recommend, but we will pull it up for you guys. And yeah, EuroCAD's got and we just got stopped out on GJ. EuroCAD definitely has a valid bag entry. Definitely a valid bag entry. And if you come look at the other euros, let's see, are we pushing up? Euro GBP's trying to push up. Euro odd trying to push up. Nice little W formation, slanted up. All right. W formation slanted up on Euro NZD. Euro JPY pushing down. All right. Ripple trying to push back up. Let's close that. We're not looking at that. So yep, it looks decent. I'm not going to take that trade. I believe there are some. Let's take a look at it here. I know we're good. We got 3 hours and 26 minutes until the Euro news. The orange for the Euro news. So just got stopped out on that trade for strategy 3. It's one of those nights where you sit back and you go back and look at your trades. Why did we lose this trade here? Everything qualified for strategy 3. That was there. I see the W here, so I thought we were good for the start of the new market maker cycle, but they obviously had other plans. Obviously had other plans. All right, 3:05. So that time, we'll take a 10-minute break since it's 5 minutes after. Every day at 3 a.m. we always take a 15-minute break, but since we're 5 after, we'll take a 10-minute break. I'm going to answer the rest of the questions in the Q&A, and we'll come back for the last 45 minutes. No, I didn't fall asleep. I'm back. What's going on? 200 plus still on the call.
If you're still trying to figure out how to start an online business or how to get people to actually buy from you over the internet, I have some really good news.
Good old ads from YouTube. If anybody wants to know the jams, I'm going to drop the link to the YouTube. So on YouTube, listen to a music channel. It's a live streaming. So once the first ad plays, as long as you hit play, that bad boy's gonna play forever with no distractions. So I just dropped the link in the chat. If you want to take a look at their YouTube page. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, pretty cool music. You guys have been hearing the vibes. I was getting revenge on GER30, catching that sale. That's why I didn't get back on the call. Had to make up for some of those losses. So a question came up in here about FTMO. Do they consider drawdown as loss? That is correct. They do. So if the max loss for an account is 10%, that includes drawdown as well as trades that you close out in the negative, whether you manually close them out or if they hit stop loss. All right. All right. Anybody got any more questions? Anybody else? No questions in Q&A right now. No, I didn't go to sleep. All right. Let's go to the charts. Take a look. See if there's anything going on. You can see we're now in a big drop right now. It is breaking all the zones right now on GER30. Just had a arrow populate on the last candle. GU sitting at the zone. GJ broke the zone. G Chef sitting at the zone. GN sitting at the zone. G Odd sitting in the zone. GCAD trying to come down to the zone. Gold not looking to break that high. Probably will do so in New York session. US 500, which is the SPX 500. Probably got to come down here and kiss that 200 moving average. GR30 just chilling. EuroCAD for that bag entry is reversing a little bit, but if you got into that trade, it ran up about 9 pips. You're up about 3 right now. It's reversing on you. All right. UK 100 dropping hard. All right. Let's see if we got any questions for you guys. No questions? Anybody got any questions? Anything they want to go over? Nada? Nothing Q&A. Currency strength meter. All right. Yeah, I don't use the currency strength meter. Might be something, somebody wants to give me a link. We can always take a look at it. We'll make it part of the routine, like we do with news. When we look at news, so always something we can take a look at. But currency strength meter is not something I take a look at personally. So I don't really have an indicator for it. I don't have a website that I go to for it. So I really couldn't tell you on that aspect. Other than that, I don't see any questions. Nobody have any questions? Q&A here. All right, thanks for the link. Is it a good idea to hold the GJ trade a little longer? For me, man, whenever my stop loss gets hit, that's it. I'm not looking to hold trades for the long haul. I put my take profit in place, put my stop loss in place. If my stop loss gets hit, I got the trade wrong. And sometimes it happens. Sometimes your stop loss will get hit, and then price will reverse its direction and head back in the direction that it was going in the first place. So that happens. That's part of the game. And the better you get, at trading, the better you get at understanding your entries, because the whole game is all about entries. So the better your entry is, the overall better you'll be at not having your stop loss get hit as often, and being able to collect, even more pips. All right. So for me, I wouldn't hold it. My stop loss gets hit, it gets hit. That's just the way I trade. If you want to hold it, you can. Again, it's your account. I just don't hold trades like that, because you hold it hoping it goes back up. It could also drop on you, drop harder, or depending on what direction you're trading. It can always go in the opposite direction a lot faster. So you just want to make sure that you use proper risk management. If you get the trade wrong, it's okay. Cut your losses short. All right, cut your losses short. Come back, regroup, go back, look at the trade. I always like to go back and look at trades. So I'll go back and look at the trade probably when I wake up. That's usually when I'd like to go to bed, go to sleep. And then when I wake up, I go back and look at trades that I lost. And I like to even go back and look at the trades that I won sometimes, not all the time. But most of the time I always go back and look at the trades I lost the next day to see, if I can see a reason of why I lost that trade. All right, why did I lose that specific trade? So that's something I like to do. So tomorrow when I wake up, I'll come back and revisit, these 2 trades and look at them over again. Might see something that I missed, might not. But as you continue to do that, it's something that you can learn from. I will say that another way to understand your trading style and where some of your deficiencies may be at is to have a trade journal. So for example, you want to take down all your trades. So if you say, hey, I took this GJ buy strategy 3 at this time on this date, and you tell what the entry price was, conditions, are you in a buy trend, sell trend, whatever the case may be. And at that point, you can look to see if you you can mark down, did you win or did you lose? And depending on if you won or lose, depends on if you how your trade journal goes. Because from that standpoint, you can actually use that trade journal to document your trading story. Hey, just go back and look. Hey, okay, this week I won 17 trades and I lost 3. It was a good week. Try to understand why. All right. Go back and try to understand why you lost those trades. All right. You can go back and and try to understand that. So that's a pretty good tactic to use on that aspect. All right. Got some questions coming in. So someone wants to know why I don't recommend EuroCAD. So EuroCAD and EuroChef, they tend to have a lot of wicks, and they tend to have lower volatility. The 10 pairs that I recommend typically have the 10 highest ADR. So EuroCAD and EuroChef tend to be on the outside of the top 10. Therefore, they just didn't make the cut. What would be the average time a new trader would need to put into trading with an aim of being able to make 10% profit a day? And then how realistic is this? 10% profit a day is very doable. If you have the strategy and you're waiting for proper setups, definitely very doable. As far as the time, there is no timetable. Some catch on faster than others. Some are slower than others. So it really just depends on just how fast you're picking up. I'd say try to master it on demo, and then come back and try to make some make some money live if you have that opportunity and you feel comfortable taking trades. But there's no timetable really, because everyone learns differently. Which pairs are recommended for New York sessions? So for New York session, all pairs. Those same 10, they run during New York. If I had to pick Forex pairs to trade in New York session, it'd be Euro USD. It would be NZD USD. It would be USD CAD. Mainly NZD USD and USD CAD would be the main two. I don't really care for Euro USD just because it doesn't move. It's not as volatile. I like to trade pairs that are volatile. But I would also trade gold and the indices. So indices, gold, NZD USD, USD CAD. Those would be my main focuses. Also stocks, as you guys, I've been hearing you guys winning on the stocks, from the New York session. So stocks are one you can take a look at as well. Because of my schedule right now, and I'm the main, no one really wants to stay up for London session. I mainly trade London session. I'm a night owl as well, so I like to stay up late. But when I do trade New York session, I mainly concentrate on gold and indices. I don't really trade Forex pairs in New York. How fluent am I in programming on MT4's language? Pretty fluent. I mean, I designed my code on MT4, so I am. Of course, I had some other developers look into it to optimize it and add some features to it that I was not able to do. But for me, I'm fluent enough to where I program the majority of the code in MT4. It's very, very similar syntax to the other programming languages. So as being the developer of AIRO, I also coded the software that's creating what you guys see with AIRO. All right, I got the currency strength meter up. So we'll start looking at that. Anybody wants to understand what it looks like? Let's pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up real quick. Give me 1 second here. I gotta pull this up for you guys real quick here. That was a GU sale, nothing fancy. GU sale. All right, GU. Let me just look at GU real quick. Make sure we're not missing. That's GU right into the zone, so we're not worried about that. GU, the sale right into the zone. All right, now let's share the screen. We'll look at the currency strength meter. All right, you can see here, livecharts.co.uk gives you the currency strength meter. All right. So currency strength meter gives you a quick visual guide to which currencies are currently strong and which ones are weak. So you can see right now that JPYs are strong, GBP is weak. So if the JPY is strong, that means what? GJ is heading down. If GBP is strong, then GJ is heading up. So the Forex pair on the front of the currency pair, that is the base. So if the base is weak against the pair that it's paired with, then it's going to be going to a sell. All right. So if price is selling, that means GP is weakening against the Japanese yen. When GJ is buying, that means the pound is strengthening against the Japanese yen. So we'll keep this up with Forex Factory. We'll keep this up with Forex Factory. We'll look at this, take a look at this, see how effective it is. I've never used this before with my trading, but we'll keep an eye on it, see how it works. We'll keep an eye on it, see how it works. All right. Look at the charts here. Not much going on. Not much going on here. See if anybody got any questions. We got about 13 minutes left. All right. So Hawkeye, they've got a good currency meter. Cool. And I have to contact those guys and find out which one they're utilizing. Find out which one they are using. That way we might take a look at it. Might have to get on their call and ask questions about it to learn more how to use it. And maybe we'll add it to our repertoire. We can use that to help us out with our correlation. All right, understand the strength of the currency pairs. All right, whatever that we can use to give us an edge, that is the goal. We need to have that edge. All right. Got 12 minutes left. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got anything else? Q&A, currency heat wave. Let me look at that one. Let me look that one up. Let's look up currency heat wave real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me look this one up and see if I can't find that one. Looks like it's an app. It's an app, so it didn't really give us any information. We actually have to. Oh, you do got a web explorer. Oh, yeah, it's an app we need to download. Good old app we need to download. So currency heat wave. I want to say I downloaded it before. Somebody might have mentioned that to me. Let me look and see on my phone real quick. Currency Heat Wave is the app that we want to download. Let's see if I have it. I actually have it. It comes with a 7-day free trial, but it does have a cost. And to purchase it is $19.99. $19.99 is the cost. Yep, that's a negative for me. Negative for me. But yeah, Currency Heat Wave, if you want to download that one, you can add that one. It is an app for both iOS and Android. All right. All right. I'll delete it from my phone. I no longer have that one. Any other questions? Let's see. Any other questions? No other questions? Anybody else got anything? Nothing else? We got 9 minutes left. So with that being said, we will end the call. And if you're going to continue to trade, make sure you trade responsibly. And I will see you guys tomorrow. See you in the funny papers.